Hey, I'm Jeff Straw. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 ways that your brand can be like a bridge. So let's get right into it after the intro. So before a brand can even be built, or a bridge can even be built, it has to serve a need. So a brand should be like a bridge because it solves a problem for people and it fills a need. So that's kind of a basis. We're not even going to consider that number one. That's your bonus tip. So number one, design. When a bridge gets built, the architect that gets hired starts by laying out all sorts of plans and starts the bridge design process years in advance. They also have techniques that they utilize that helps the bridge be strong, weather through storms, make sure it can carry the weight that it's designed to carry, all of those sorts of structural things, right? And so when you're building a brand, like, who is the architect of your brand? Are you trying to just figure this all out as you go, or do you have someone helping you through those sort of initial foundational structural processes? Does your brand need someone to help you plan for this long-term growth that you're trying to do with your brand, with your business, with your artist career? What does that look like? Number 2, execution. So once that design has been approved, the bridge building starts. And for guys who build bridges, that's when they say the real work starts. My friend Johnny O will tell you that. Clearly, there's real work on both sides, the design and the build, but this build is really important. And the analogy I like to draw here for people working on their brand is that you are that bridge builder. Every single day, you have the opportunity to help build your brand on a day-to-day basis through things like emails, through things like client calls, through things like how people are greeted when they walk into your store, your invoices, your merchandise designs. All of these things combine to create a brand experience for people that has to be built and has to be intentionally built on a day-to-day basis. Number 3, be memorable, be iconic, have a name, right? Have a name that people can remember. So local bridges are known by, the Main Street Bridge or the 3rd Street Bridge or something like that. And so a small flower shop in that community might very well be served to be the Main Street Flower Shop. Okay, cool. And for a brand that's focused on a local community and serving that local community, that's perfect. But then we have globally iconic bridges like the Golden Gate Bridge, the Tower Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge, right? These bridges are known all over the world, just like we see certain brands that are known all over the world. And so what are you doing with your brand to make it memorable, to really separate yourself from the other bridges out there that are in your space? What have you done to be really clear on your unique value proposition that lets your brand be different from everyone else out there? Number 4, delight. This is a good one. So one of my favorite bridges is the Bay Bridge here in San Francisco. And it's got a new span that they built, which is really cool. But the older span that's still standing from San Francisco to Treasure Island. So back in 2012, they commissioned an artist named Leo Villarreal to do this amazing LED light installation piece of art on the Bay Bridge. And essentially, it's a light sculpture that dances up and down the bridge run by a computer program that never repeats itself. So it's on this endlessly creative AI sort of loop. And it's just magical. So from day one, your brand should be designed to delight people, to delight customers, to delight your fans. However, there's nothing to say that somewhere down the road you might come up with a new idea that really engages that user base in a different way, and it really delights people and attracts new people with some new kind of twist on what you're offering. LED lights on your Bay Bridge. Perfect example. This was meant to be a very short-term temporary installation, and it was loved so much by people here in the Bay Area that it's become a permanent installation. So here we are 9 years later, it's still up. Pretty cool. And perhaps most importantly, connect. Bridges connect, and your brand should connect. Bridges connect people, they connect places, and they allow commerce to happen easier. They connect people in very meaningful ways. They let people get to work, and they connect families with each other, people with each other, and businesses with opportunities. So your brand should be very similar to that. It should connect. First of all, you should connect with your customers and your fans first. That should be the first level of connection. So that second layer is when you can connect the fans of your brand or the customers of your brand with each other, and they start to build a community and they form an identity of within themselves just because of virtue of the fact that they are fans of your brand. That's amazing. And lastly, you should also strive, and something I've done a lot in my career, is strive to provide opportunities for those people that may or may not directly benefit you, but it provides you with brand credibility and brand loyalty because they know that they were given that opportunity, through you. So I hope this was helpful. This is something that I had an Instagram post about this about a week ago, and I've been kicking this idea around, and I really thought I wanted to expand on this idea just a little bit. So thanks so much for joining me. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share with your friends. In the comments below, let me know what you are going to do today with your brand to be more like a bridge. So thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. With that, I'm Jeff Straw. I'm out.